On Sunday, December 7th, 1941, news of the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor began to reach New Yorkers in the middle of the afternoon. Some, not understanding the scope of the thing yet, went on with their Sunday plans. In the Broadway theaters, audiences laughed at performances of Arsenic and Old Lace and My Sister Eileen. In the nearby movie palaces, the State, the Broadway, the Rivoli, the Strand, folks enjoyed Dumbo and the Maltese Falcon, How Green Was My Valley, and Abbott and Costello's Keep 'em Flying, about a couple of foul balls who joined the Army Air Corps, advertised as America's favorite comics with a bomb load of belly laughs. Others took the news more seriously. The police commissioner instructed his cops to tell any men in uniform they encountered to report to their ships and posts. Soldiers and sailors tossed down a few last drinks, bought for them by grateful civilians in the bars, then crammed onto buses and subways into Penn Station and Grand Central. Jack Dempsey's bar in the Brill Building, so popular with sailors on leave that it was nicknamed Broadway's Singapore, was strangely deserted. There wasn't a sailor in the place, every man having been ordered to his base. Elsewhere in the Brill Building, America's pop songwriters were already at war. They reacted to Pearl Harbor with instant fury and patriotic zeal, churning out hundreds of war songs at a ferocious clip. Amateurs jumped into the fray as well. By December 20th, just 2 weeks later, Billboard was already reporting that music publishers had received more than 1,000 war song submissions. Two of the first were said to be written on December 7th, making it a date which will live not only in infamy, but in melody. Hearing the news, composer Lou Pollock and lyricist Ned Washington whipped out We'll Knock the Japs Right into the Laps of the Nazis that afternoon. They rushed it to Burt Wheeler of the comedy duo Wheeler and Woolsey. Wheeler apparently introduced the song that night as part of his solo club act. In part, the lyrics went, "Oh, we didn't want to do it, but they're asking for it now, so we'll knock the Japs right into the laps of the Nazis." A couple other lines are, "I'd hate to be in Yokohama when our bombers make their bow," and "Show them there's no yellow in the red, white, and blue." That same day, another pair of Tin Pan Alley stalwarts, Charles Tobias and Cliff Friend, knocked out We Did It Before and We Can Do It Again, a rousing march. Friend is best remembered now for having written the theme song for Looney Tunes. Tobias's long list of credits includes Merrily We Roll Along, which he co-wrote with his brother-in-law, Eddie Cantor, as well as one that became a huge hit during the war, Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree with Anyone Else But Me. Cantor introduced We Did It Before on his popular radio show that Wednesday, December 10th. The sheet music was a top 10 seller for a couple of months. By Monday morning, December 8th, a Tin Pan Alley trio had written the upbeat You're a Sap, Mr. Jap, with the refrain, You're a sap, Mr. Jap, you make a Yankee cranky. You're a sap, Mr. Jap, Uncle Sam is gonna spanky. It was released as a single before the month was out. In 1942, it also found its way into a cartoon, the first Popeye cartoon of the war, with caricatures of Japanese that were so extreme it was removed from circulation after the war, along with a number of other patriotically racist cartoons, and rarely seen again until the birth of the Internet. By the week of January 11th, Billboard counted 24 war singles released since December 11th. There was the catchy Goodbye Mama, I'm Off to Yokohama, written by J. Fred Coots, better known for Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Kate Smith weighed in with the sprightly They started something, but we're going to end it. Billboard listed 3 different recordings with the inevitable title, Remember Pearl Harbor. More clever were Let's Put the Axe to the Axis and the swinging The Sun Will Soon Be Setting for the Land of the Rising Sun. And for more outrageously racist patriotism, there was We're going to have to slap the dirty little Jap, and the Japs haven't got a Chinaman's chance, and Oh, you little son of an Oriental, and When those little yellow bellies meet the Cohens and the Kellys, to name just a few. Through the rest of the war, all sorts of jokey novelty songs making fun of Hitler and Mussolini and the Japanese continued to appear, alongside more traditionally patriotic ones. Maybe the capstone of them all was by an Englishman, Noel Coward. He put the ultimate satirical spin on the whole wartime genre with his song, Don't Let's Be Beastly to the Germans When Our Victory is Ultimately Won, recorded in 1943. Pretending to be a bleeding heart pacifist, he sings lines like, Let's be sweet to them, and day by day repeat to them that sterilization simply isn't done. Let's sweetly sympathize again and help the scum to rise again, but don't let's be beastly to the Hun. The BBC didn't get the joke. It banned the song from broadcast for the duration of the war.